Okay, so now the glue has dried on the little tab that we put on the end. It's got a simple X-Acto knife, and I sort of just dressed it up. These are the bits that come off. Next thing I then did was to use a combination of the scratch cover, rusting scratch cover. This is like a wood dye, and if you dob it on, you can sort of match the finish of the back of the comb. As you know, the back of the comb is a sort of a mottle effect, and we're just trying to hide up the repairs that we've done. So I use a combination of this and, funnily enough, guitar nitro cellulose lacquer, and I sort of dob that on and wipe it off. Then I go back to the scratch cover, and you can build up a finish that sort of hides the insert that we've done. So if you can see it there, can't really see it there, but that is the inserted bit of wood in the end, which you can barely see. That's the one that hasn't been done, and that's the one that has been done. So you can see it's been hidden quite nicely, and when that's all together, you won't notice that that's had quite a major repair on that end. You can see the insert, the metal insert there, that I've added to protect that end and to allow the spring not to crack out again. Obviously that's going to be a weak area, so without that metal insert it will probably push out again. So that's how we restore the end of a very old wooden comb. This is a pre-war harmonica. So some of these techniques of repairing harmonicas you sort of learn by restoring furniture and clock repairs and all sorts. So that's how I repaired that end. So now the next job is to dress this up and flatten it off and get ready for assembly. Okay, while we were letting the glue dry on the comb, we turn our attentions to the slider. This is the slider button. It's not too great. What we're going to do is we're going to find an old slider. This is a more modern 16 hole. You can see the offsets of the holes. So what we need to do is to take this knob off of here and to put it on here. So that's going to be our next job. I'm going to show you how we do that. We pull that, it's a push fit on there. So we pull that off of there, and then I'm going to solder it onto there. So I'll show you how we do that. Okay, the next thing to do is to take the tang. What's happened is this is the one that we've cleaned up, the old one, and you can see that the button has snapped off where the little tang should go, which fits into the button. So what we need to do here is it looks quite brutal here. We get some tin snips, and we basically cut the tang out with a V attached to the bottom. Can't do that one-handed. You're gonna have to do it and then show you it. So now what we've done is we've silver soldered this tang that we took off of here, and we silver soldered it on there. Silver solder, for those who don't know, is just a hotter solder. So it requires a flux, scissor flux, and I use this silver solder wire, and it just melts at a hotter temperature than normal solder, so that we can solder this knob on without the tang falling off, because they melt at different temperatures. So this is silver soldered on, and then we're going to soft solder that knob onto that tang. So that's it there. That's how you repair a 16 hole slide with the knob snapped off. It's a long process, but they don't make these anymore, so us repairers have got to learn how to do them. So there we are. So that's how we do it. Simple process now. Get the knob, and we're going to soft solder that knob. I'll do this one-handed, probably not. We're going to silver solder this knob onto there, and then that's it. We should have a nice slider ready for this restoration. Okay, so this is the finished harmonica now. Looks come out well, you know. It came out. This is the end that was all busted up. Had no button on. We've put the button on. The end was cracked. You can see that. You can't really see that now. The comb was split in half. That's all been fixed. and it's good. All works well, plays well. Phoned the guy up, see if he wanted me to replace the nails to screws. He didn't. He wanted it absolutely as his dad left it to him. So that's it really. That's the restoration of a 16 hole. Good old instruments these. They last many a year. So that's it now, fully restored and ready to go back. Thanks for watching. I'm going to take a couple of weeks holiday now, so please don't send me any more harmonicas to refurbish until September, because I'm going to go away. So this was the last one I did, and yeah, pleased how it came out. So thanks for watching. John Cook Harmonicas. If you need any more info, it's on the website www.johncookharmonicas.com. If you want to learn how to do any of this stuff, I'm going to be appearing at a few festivals in the coming months, or you can book on one of my courses. I run some courses throughout the year on how to repair and restore harmonicas. So there we are. Well, thanks for watching, and have a good weekend.